Righty-ho, Legendes. I click the Stream Aruniente button. Guys, massive stream today. We're going to kick this off with some massive stuff, guys. If you're a replay viewer watching this right now, guys, the stream will start. I'm going to leave you with a great tune. I want my minutes back. If we could all get our minutes back in trading, we'd all be billionaires, eh? But, guys, hit the like button when you come in. Really big stream, guys. Bitcoin is looking dire, perfectly as predicted. Like I said, if we break down from some prior levels, we're going to see 21,700. That's what we're sitting right freaking now. So, guys, I'll see you in the stream in a second. Let me set up. Enjoy the beat Arunientes. Here we go. Let's get this show on a road. I want my minutes back. You can't get them back in trading, legends. If you could, you'd be a billionaire. Now, guys, probably see on the screen. Let's freaking do this. Everything's... Oh, I forgot to put up my charts. Whoops. I'll have to do that in a minute, actually. I can't actually do it right now. I'm going to have to leave it like that. I forgot to put up my my other charts, so in terms of the Telegram and everything, but it doesn't matter. Guys, we're going to get straight into the charts right now, guys. We're going to get to the itty-bitty bad boy. We're going to talk about the MDX algo indicators as well, the last short call we got. We're going to do the flat TA, do the long-term, medium-term, and short-term. Obviously, we'll start with short-term first because obviously everyone's trading the short-term in this freaking goddamn DJing world of crypto. Guys, tell me in the chat if everything's working fine. I didn't actually put up my Telegram here, so I won't be able to change it as of right now. Maybe I'll do it a little bit further on, put my Telegram screen up as well, but you can see everything going on here, guys. See the chat, see what's crack-a-lacking. Guys, hit that like button as well when you come in. We've got 123 people in here, 127. I'm going to do some massive giveaways in this video, guys. Huge giveaways. So hit the like button. The more people who like this video, the further it will go. And also, you have to like this video to enter the giveaways. So like the video, guys. We're going to be giving away a whole ton of different stuff in this video. Now, guys, we're going to go through all the different charts I have up here, guys. You already know I was calling for this crash pretty much before anyone could even think about, even comprehend there being a crash. Or this dump. Okay, so I was saying here, guys, let me go from the beginning. You guys know that I got short from around 24,800, guys. I actually did play a short on this deviation play up here. The prior high didn't get broken, guys. We had the long to short ratio was going crazy. It still is going crazy. We have massive longs on Binance right now, retail traders. You guys know I took a short from here, and I said that I do think the market will come back down a little bit, get a bounce off trend, potentially make a lower high. If we continue this coming down, guys, we got our bounce of the 23K region, guys. That was the bounce. That's all we got. It was an exponential downtrend parabola going down. Now you can see, guys, it just couldn't hold up. There wasn't enough buy sell. There wasn't enough buy orders in this region. And I said that if we lose $23,000, guys, it's going to be a very quick move down to 21,700. Now, we did find support on 21.7 briefly. And now we're actually coming down to we're at 21.2 as we speak right now. Look, I want to make it very, very clear on this. You know, we've had this crash. I predicted it from the beginning. I am still short. I'm still in 50% of my short. I am going to take, I think, all the profit off this. And the reason I'm going to take the profit off this is because we do, on a very flat, easy, measured move from here to here, I would say that we've probably done, for this specific scenario, in terms of this like ascending formation, or you could call it some sort of, wedge formation, I would say that the measured move on this right now is probably already done. So this big crash down, this big move onto the downside for the bulls basically getting wiped out, I do think that this impulse move out is probably finished, and we might get some sort of little relief move, guys, up a little bit here to then potentially carve out another lower high. Now, if we don't get that and we go straight to 20, it's a more bearish scenario. But I would say that this measured move from here, we are at some prior support levels down here, and if you do a measured move from this type of let's say rising wedge formation, you would say that this actually is confirmed to be the measured move is played out. Okay, but if we do get a rally back up, guys, we see coming into prior resistance zones. Actually, to be honest, guys, let's not even think about 23 yet. We've got to look at 21,700, and you can see here that we did find support on it for a little bit, guys. We've got a big wick on that area. It tried to keep it, and now actually we're doing some sort of, this looks very similar to me actually to around here, or we could say potentially this low here or this low here. So I don't think we're going to suddenly flush down again anytime soon. I think we could stay here for maybe, on the short term, let's say at least 12 hours to maybe one more day, maybe something like that back round, and then we'll have to see if we're going to go higher or lower. And like I've said to you before, guys, if we lose 21,700 decisively, which we are right now, 20K is the next line of defense for the bulls. And I do see us getting a bounce at $20,000. I will buy 20K again, guys. We've on this channel made an absolute killing just buying 20K as a logical SR. It's a key SR level. It's actually the high of the previous bull market. You could have bought here and made money. You could have bought here and made money. You could have bought here and made money. You actually could have even bought there and made money. That's a 4% move right there. So multiple times key SR level, tons of fucking buying, selling, whatever on this region on 20K. It's going to flag up loads of bots as well. That's specifically that number 20,000 and lower. So I would look to buy 20K for a bounce, but it doesn't look great, guys. And I said from the very beginning, let's be realistic here. Binance are insanely long. The retail traders are long in the market, and we know that institutional grade traders, let me load this up for you. We know that institutional grade traders on the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, the dealers who actually work at the exchange, these guys are the boys. These guys know what they're doing. Back tested, they win around 4 out of 5 trades, and they win big. And you can see here, guys, that we had a new report yesterday. Now, I want to talk about this quite in depth. So, look, the dealers are still massively short, guys. That's why I've been saying this whole entire rally, you know, we're getting all this bearish divergence, we're getting all these fucking longs coming in, the market's not being able to sustain this move. Now we've got the break, guys. I've called, and you guys know that I called this from the beginning. I said that I think we're going to go lower, and if we lose 23k, I think we're actually going to go significantly lower. And I did bet with my own money with my 2 feet. I actually put my money where my mouth is, and I did put money down on the line, guys. Also, we've got 230 people in here, guys. Hit the like button. We need to get 200 likes. I'm gonna do a massive giveaway. I'm only gonna do a massive giveaway if we get at least 1,000 likes on this video, guys. Okay, and I give away Bitcoin, Ethereum, and MDX Algo. And also, guys, in the chat right now, tell me, did you manage to get out alive on this trade? And Pete, ask the question as well. Are you guys okay in the trade? Traders, are you okay? Put what you're thinking in the chat, and tell me if you're long or short as well on the market right now. So let's just get back to the commit the traders. I think this is really important to talk about, guys, because we know these guys are still net short on the market. Okay, but there are some positives to take from this. First thing is this: they're scaling out of their longs. So their shorts. Sorry, this is actually net exposure to shorts. Huge amount of shorts here. This is actually the most shorts we've ever seen from the dealers on the CME. This was the most ever in history. Okay, so very, very high. You know, you put weight on that. So you can see here, guys, that the dealers are beginning to scale out of their shorts. Now, this is not good, I wouldn't say right now, for the bulls, because obviously we still have massive exposure to shorts. The asset managers are still holding strong. They're underwater. They're hodling for fucking dear life. And the good thing to take from this is that we know that the dealers are now beginning to taper out of their short exposure. Here's the thing. The dealers are always long or short, right? They're spreading or they're long or short. Net neutral is in the middle. They could be spreading. They'll probably have the same amount of long positions and short positions. That basically, in essence, means that they're at net neutral. So what we do see from the dealers in history is that they don't just like take all the shorts off in one go. They scale in, they scale out. So I think this is the beginning of the process of scaling out of shorts and then potentially into longs further down the line, maybe in 6 months, 3 to 6 months, like I've spoken about. So that will be a really good sign. If we see the dealers beginning to get long on the market and we see the asset managers maybe getting squeezed out, maybe over the next 3 months, 6 months, these guys can't take this anymore. They start taking off their long exposure and going short. If we see the asset managers short, we see the dealers long, and then I think it's a very high probability at some point on the medium to long term we're going to get a flip. This isn't short term. You know, short term is, you know, on the lower time frames. But taking this into consideration that they're taking it down, it's still not good for the bulls, but it's a good sign for the general market on the medium term to be coming towards a bottom. And then, guys, we know that fucking hell, guys, look, let's go on the 5 minute right now. I think it's absolutely ridiculously short. I'm long. So right now, guys, on the 5 minutes, so most people don't know this, on mdxalgo.com, if you go into here, guys, and you click on this little time, it looks like a clock. If you scroll down here, guys, you've got these different time frames. What do these mean? If you go on the 5 minute, that means how many longs or shorts are there on these exchanges in the last 5 minutes. That's it. That's only the data in the last 5 minutes. Look at the fucking long exposure, guys, in the last 5 minutes. FDX is literally 72% long. Where do you think the market's going to go? It's not going to give these people what they want. The retail, and this is 5 minutes, okay? So this can fluctuate very, very quickly. So we've set this up so you can use it for scalping or you can use it for swing. Because on the 24 hours, right, that's going to be a swing trading strategy, very, very specifically Bitcoin, because Bitcoin trades so rapidly. So you can even see, guys, that Binance is still 66% long. So it's unlikely, guys, we're going to get a reversal right here. I can't see that happening just yet because I can't see retail traders making money. Retail traders are not allowed to make money. It's like plankton don't eat whales. Whales eat plankton. A plankton can never eat a whale. Okay, plankton can just get fucking wrecked. They literally are like food animals. They feed other predators. That's what retail traders are who use Binance. They feed other traders. They keep the liquidity. They are the liquidity pockets. That's what everyone's trying to chase. So they're getting wrecked. I can't see it going up just for that fact. We know that the dealers are still short, so I don't see anything promising right now. I would say, guys, that there is a measured move on this this rising wedge. I do think that's played out now. So it wouldn't surprise me to get some sort of relief move to the upside to then even trap even more longs potentially. But then now the thing is, what we're going to say here is this big crash, like I've said before, we've now just got multiple areas of resistance to get ahead of us. The further we go down, the more resistance above us, guys, the longer it's going to take. Now we need to flick out to that medium term and say, look, guys, like we said, it's a bear flag. Everyone in their freaking dog, mother, cat, fucking sister was saying, no, it's different this time. And I was calling for potentially we're going to come lower and break and be this type of scenario here, which is a bear flag. This is a bear flag, guys. This is a confirmed bear flag now. What's the definition of a bear flag? Can be up for a bull flag, obviously, down for a bear flag. So the definition is this, you know, it's a exacerbated move, a big quick expansion or compression or depression, whatever it is. Big move to the upside, big move to the downside, and then an upward sloping channel. That's all it is. And they usually result to the downside because what you're doing is you're creating, there's not enough momentum for this market to reverse yet. So basically it's a continuation pattern. And as of right now, you can see that, you know, it's here again. It's a pole coming into it. Oh, you've seen this a million times, legends. But the pole's coming into it, and then it's continuation, okay? And if you really want to zoom out and look at this on the higher, on the kind of a more higher perspective, you can see here that every single time along here, it's just been a rinse and repeat. Even that trend line there, you could even say that that was a channel, and that was the deviation of the channel, okay? So it's just rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. And actually, we're getting exactly the same scenario now. And, you know, it would be different if fucking hell, like everyone was short, if everyone was bearish. No one's bearish yet. Everyone's like, but Twitter is bearish. Well, Twitter is just people writing shit. You can't trust what people say or write. You have to trust what people do. That's where you really see where people, their you know, that's where their cards lie, or that's their real intentions, is what they do. You know, never trust what people say, trust what they do. And the long to short ratio is showing that people want to get long. They might still be bearish, but they're not putting their money where their mouth is. They're trying to get long, and they're not shorting the market. If we see the loads of shorts coming in, likelihood we're going to see a fucking bottom. Guys, anyway, hit the like button as well, guys. We almost got 100 likes. We need to get to 1,000 likes this stream for me to do the big giveaway. I'm going to do a massive giveaway, give you guys a whole lot of stuff to look forward to. Yes, everyone's in the chat. I don't know what Mike C is. We're going to keep this stream going anyway. So, ultimately, guys, we do have this flag break. And then, what are we looking for as of right now, guys, for the bulls or the bears? You know, my hunch right now, guys, is that we're probably going to test 20K at some point. I will buy 20K. The best scenario for Bitcoin would obviously be to just stay here and make a low here and then actually come back up. But I'd say that the more probable scenario is probably up a little bit, then down to $20,000. Now, if Bitcoin does manage to hold 20K and get a big move off it, potentially back up to 23,000, the $23,000 region, and actually we do try and create some sort of ascending formation, okay? Something which is higher lows coming off this, then you could say on the more medium term that we actually do have a higher low coming into this whole formation. This kind of measured move of this has already played out. If we get a higher low like that, then you could say to yourself, potentially we can have some sort of double bottom playing out here. And the higher the second low on a double bottom, the better. It means the more bullish it is. You know, if you have a market which comes in like this and it comes all the way down and retests its exact low and then goes up, that could be a double bottom. But it's more bullish if it comes into it like this and then stops a slightly higher on, like almost like a W, right? That's more bullish because it means that buyers have been prepared to step in at a higher price point than the previous lows. So that is what we're looking for here. Is the market going to come down, come up, come down, and then actually make a higher low? That would be a good scenario for the bulls. That's what I'm saying. That'd be a very good scenario. I think what Bitcoin has to do for the bulls now to have any ounce of hope for the short to medium term is get back above 23. 23 is very important. We know it's a key SR level in here. If we suddenly go down to 20K and then wick back to 23 and then hold it, then fine. We could potentially be out the woods here for a higher low, but I don't think it's probable. I think actually there's more downside to come. I do think 20K will get tagged on this. And I've said this from the beginning, guys. You know, I said that I put my money where my mouth is. I can't, you know, what's the word for it? I can't fucking stress that more. I am still short from here. I still have 50% of my shorts from the deviation play. I said that we're likely going to get lower highs coming into this with a bounce off 23. We got the bounce, and then we just flushed off it. Simple as that. There was even a trade to be played there. And now we're up beneath the moving averages. We had a beautiful short call, guys, on MDX Algo. This is the MDX Algo through. We had a short call here. We've had to take in that trade, guys, from the wick. You know, let's say halfway through the wick, you could be up right now 14-15% just from that flat call. We also had bearish divergence play out here, guys. Significant bearish divergences. So we had actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bearish divergence counts. So we have MACD, relative strength, stochastic, commodity index, on-chain balance. We have 2 different types of money flow. And you can see here, guys, we actually have a stochastic RSI, bearish divergence, which I actually did use. I actually use in a lot of my strategies. These blue dots mean stochastic RSI, bearish divergence. And you can see these are kind of like, you know, for those intraday smaller swings on depending on what time frame you're looking at. But guys, right now, beautiful short from MDX Algo. This has not changed yet. We have to actually get up to here. I've got this set up slightly differently to a few other things. You know, like I've said, guys, the measured move has already played out on this. You know, there could be a relief kind of like, you know, pop just coming off these, coming off this support down here. And I would say this, look, the reason I'm saying this is this. Okay, look, we're very, very oversold right now on the MDX Oscillator 5. There's not many instances on the 4-hour where you get that low. We got all the way down to 99, whatever. So you can see here, guys, when we got significantly low down here, this is actually this bottoming out phase here. We actually did rally. That was the beginning of the upward sloping channel. We actually did get a significant amount of bullish divergence as well on that there. You can see that green dot. So what we're looking for here, guys, you know, it doesn't always, when you come into these pretty aggressively, you don't usually see, you know, it go overbought or oversold and then suddenly snap. I'd say there's a little bit more significance here. So I'd say if we do come out of this and then back into it, higher low on the momentum, and then pop, maybe get some big bullish divergence call like that, then I'd say it's probably actually a good sign that we might come back up to 23. If we can hold that, then yeah, we'll be out the woods on this. But the probability doesn't lie on that right now. But I would say that there is a probability here for a small pop back up. I don't think we get above 23. That's the level we've got to get back above for the bulls. And I would say that's more likely that we come up a little bit, probably get a lower high and actually continue down to 20,000. But there's a good sign here for maybe a short-term move to the upside, because we do have TP. We do have, this is oversold significantly. And, you know, if we get some other indications, maybe on the hourly scale, we can see some other indications coming in. Potentially, we did actually have some bullish divergence there. You can see stochastic RSI as well. So you can see that even on the hourly, as soon as we got that low there, that actually comes in pretty nicely, this bullish divergence, when you actually had that green line coming along. Bullish divergence, that's actually a 3 or 4% move. Okay, so you can see it's pretty nice here. On the momentum indicators, the daily, we probably will see a short. That's pretty interesting. You know, we almost got out of this one, but we have a short call now on the daily. On the daily MDX Algo 3. It's not a good sign. It has confirmed it's not a good sign. The last short call we got on the daily took us down 50, nearly 60% on Bitcoin. That last short call, actually this time period between here and here was the longest short call MDX Algo 3 has ever made on Bitcoin. The longest amount of time. This was around 100 days. So I think it's unlikely we're going to beat that anytime soon. We've had a significant amount of downside, but it's not a good sign. It means that, you know, if we don't make a lower high here and really get back up above this now, it doesn't look too good for the bulls, guys, here. And I'd say that's probably likely at least 20K, and then we're looking at the lows. And that's what I've been saying from the beginning anyway, guys. You can also use these indicators, guys, on the lower time frames on the 5-minute. You're going to have a load of fun on these on the 5-minute, guys. Absolutely insane scalping opportunities. So go to mdxalgo.com, guys. You know what to do. You can get, you can actually get all these indicators completely for free for 7 days. And yeah, you know what to do. Coming along here, guys. And also, don't forget, guys, if you click on Earn Crypto Free, come to mdxalgo.com and check out Earn Free Crypto, because you guys will like this. We've actually got a really good program for you guys to earn some free crypto in this platform. Yo, leggies. Okay, so let's zoom out a little bit as well. You know, in terms of long-term Bitcoin accumulation, etc., you guys know my narrative on this. The long-term CBBI is still extremely low. The last bear market low, we had 3 on the CBBI. The bear market low before that was 2 on the CBBI. So I did say before that I do think there's still some wiggle room to go lower on the CBBI. This is 11 indicators and this is actually one index of 11 indicators. So I did say from the beginning we could go a little bit lower on this before we see this dark green coming in here. We're not there just yet. So like I said before, we could get one more leg down to take us down to at least 3 or 4 on the CBBI. And if we get this 3 or 4 on the CBBI, I think it's pretty much very, very likely that the bottom has okay, whatever price we're at for Bitcoin, if we go to 3 on the CBBI, I think it's very, very likely that we've hit the bottom, guys. So it's a very, very good time to look to accumulate Bitcoin on the long term. If you're thinking to hold Bitcoin for more than a year or more, I think it's a very good time to buy Bitcoin right now. That's my long-term investment perspective on it. In terms of the medium term, guys, I would actually be looking to probably fade into resistance. And on the short term, I do think we're going to go $20,000. Okay, so if we do get 23 again, I think actually we could come down here. And having said that, we do this actually formation we have here. The measured move on this has played out. Okay, so I would say that if you just take from there to there, it's probably about right. Yeah, it's actually bang on. The measured move from the top to where the trend is actually perfectly aligned. As a measured move from this crash. Okay, so if we want to be completely fair, we could get a little relief move off this, maybe something like that, and then 20K I think is quite likely, guys. We're going to get 20K at some point. We're just lingering in no man's land right now. Not a good sign for the bulls. And guys, what the fuck are we supposed to do with all these longs on Binance? Guess what we're going to have to do? they're all underwater. They need to get tagged and liquidated and stopped out before we can go anywhere. And then we know that the dealers are still shorting this market like crazy. So it's pretty mental. In terms of altcoins as well, Ethereum, let me quickly whip into Ethereum because I have been talking about ETH. ETH has done something which is extremely classic. It's actually pretty beautiful to look at this on the 2-day. ETH has managed to find support, some significant bullish divergences. We had these beautiful Fibonacci retracement lines drawn on this chart, and you can see it's literally just come back to its February highs, the very first beginning, almost like the lid of this whole entire thing. And this was the beginning kind of before this huge expansion, actually. And you can see here that it's come to the 618 retracement and seen a rejection off it. And if you zoom a little bit in, I did have this drawn on, guys. I literally said to you very clearly on the previous stream, we have this beautiful uptrending market. It's respecting this trend line. It literally gave you multiple opportunities to try and get out here. And yeah, we already know, guys, that when Bitcoin moves, other altcoins move with it. Very, very likely to happen. And it came to the 618 retracement, which was another resistance zone. I told you very clearly that this is likely going to be resistance. And if we break this trend line, it's going to go lower. And that's exactly what we've got on Ethereum. Doesn't mean it can't stop here and then try again. But this 618 is going to be tough for it to get through for, I'd say, maybe the next 3 months or maybe less, depending on what Bitcoin does. So ETH's kind of doing that. And we'll go into some more altcoins in a minute, but I just want to flip back to Bitcoin and just have a look at where, let me show you something quite interesting, guys, as well on the hourly. So this actually is our automated trading strategy. You can actually see the buy and sell calls on our automated trading strategy. And you can see here, guys, from the last sell call, this actually would be up right now 13%. So this actually sells back to cash. It only buys Bitcoin and sells back to cash. So when this when this automated trading bot does rebuy, it's going to be pretty darn juicy to buy, all Bitcoin back at a 13-14% loss. Depending on that, might not even be it. We might go lower than that. And guys, you can get access to this automated trading bot on mdxalgo.com. You know the name, leggies. So come here, guys. You can actually hook this up right now. If you had to put $10,000 into Bitcoin on the 1st of January 2020, today you have $82,000. Without the bot, you'd only have $19,000. So it's an order of magnitude higher. You can see this is actually going down because you have no bot. And guess what? It's stuck at $82,000 because the algo, if all of your Bitcoin was in this, the algo would stop you from getting these downturns. That's what it's designed to do. It's a long-term traditional strategy, which I've been using for literally a decade. And you can see this is actually, I actually used my own trading bot, Legend. So it's pretty cool. But you can come and use it, guys. All you got to do is come to automation. It's completely open to anyone to use. Click on start copy trading. It will show you how to set it up on Bybit. And you can actually go ahead and just copy trade the MDX trading bot. It's as simple as that. And just to mention as well, for the sponsors, forgot to mention the sponsors. Let me make this really simple, guys. If you want to trade Bitcoin, use Bybit. If you want to trade altcoins, use Phemex. If you want to trade stocks and shares, use PrimeXBT. And the links below, guys, give you massive bonuses, free cash in the exchange. So if you sign up to Bybit with the link in the description, you'll actually get loads of free money. And you can use that free money to use the trading bot. Okay, very, very cool. The partners go, congratulations if you get all the free money for them, because fucking hell, they're giving this away like crazy. And these are the partners, so give them some respect. And go to the description below, guys. Sign up to Bybit, sign up to Phemex, and sign up to PrimeXBT. And if you have 3 exchanges, guys, it's perfect because you can then hedge against other exchanges. You like spread out some of your capital as well. So it's kind of diversification over exchanges. So it's actually a really good way to have multiple exchanges, and you can long and short on the back of each side, which I actually do in my strategy the whole blimmin' time because I want to be net in, net out all the time. So that's that on Bitcoin. Let me go through a few more little things that I wanted to mention as well. CBI we've already done as for the main topics. Let me quickly go over to, there was one other chart I wanted to show you, wasn't there? Let me just quickly zoom out a little bit. So actually this chart here would be interesting to go through, but you have to say this is actually a little bit alarming for Bitcoin because Bitcoin is doing something right now which it has never done before. Just have a look at this right now. I did want to mention this because, okay, look, this is a very, very long-term trend line coming along here, guys. And you can see Bitcoin, if it does come down, okay, below, let's say, the prior lows of $17,000, it does mean Bitcoin is doing something completely different to what it's done in its recent history. Obviously, this is a whole time frame. This doesn't mean that this trend line doesn't mean Bitcoin can't do this in the future because it's such a new asset. It's only been around trading for like 12, 13 years, so it can do different shit. But if we do break down underneath this trend line, it is actually something different. It's done, you know, it's breaking trend in general, this whole entire macro long-term channel. It's a very, very simple chart, this, guys. It's very powerful. It's just a pitchfork. All it is the prior two lows connected, the prior two highs connected, with all of the channel in the middle. So if it does break this trend line, it could mean for a more significant move to the downside, guys. And that's what I'm just trying to articulate with this. Doesn't mean we can't pop beneath it with a wick. Absolutely, these are actually wicks coming into it. So if we get a wick and we come back up, and this is obviously weekly time frames, we could continue this wave formation like this. You can see on the weekly, you know, there isn't many instances, guys, on the weekly where you have this significant, this bullish divergence is playing out here, but you can see that we had this big red dot here, which is actually three weekly bearish divergences, and you can actually get access to these red and green buy signals with MDX Algo 3. These are actually, this is a way of using MDX Algo 3, okay, so you can get that free from mdxalgo.com. But you can see this is an interesting idea, and I would say that it's something which I haven't seen before. And obviously the quote goes, it's never different this time, but I would say that just for Bitcoin's short life cycle, it is actually looking pretty on the oversold time, very, very oversold time for Bitcoin, which does reinforce my fact that I think that, just generally speaking, in the long term, Bitcoin's a great time to buy right now. If you've never bought Bitcoin before, it's a fucking good time to get in, legends. You're buying prices 4 years ago, even longer. And it is actually just, Bitcoin is, you know, it's basically taking the stairs. It's retesting its prior high. We talk about this the whole time, guys. I'm like, oh my God, it's gone so low. Well, actually, even when we were rallying up here, guys, and rallying up to here, I said it wouldn't surprise me to see Bitcoin retest $20,000. I said that from the beginning. I said that actually a year or more ago, because we know that generally speaking in markets, this is what bull markets like to do. It's an upward sloping ladder. I've said this a million times. Usually what the market does is it comes back and it retests its previous high price. So it makes a high, finds support, deviates over support, right? Makes a new high, comes back down, finds support on the prior high. And it actually just step ladders. And that's what Bitcoin's done here. It's literally massive thing, found support here. It's got deviated the high back down, and it's found support on its prior high. Okay, very simple one-on-one, old school, traditional TA right there, leggies. You know what I'm saying. And now let's do some freaking questions, because I want to see what you guys have to say in the chat as well. And if we get 1,000 likes on this video, guys, I'm going to do a massive giveaway. So if we get 1,000 likes on the video. Right now we've got 150 likes, guys. We've got a long way to go. We've got a long way to go before we can do this giveaway. And as of right now, you can't really see the proper screen because I didn't have my freaking Twitter. I mean my fucking goddamn, here we go, on my Telegram. So guys, in the chat right now, ask me a question. We need to get to 1,000 likes for me to do the big giveaway on this. Los Legendes de Crypto. Pete, no, stop ramming the bots in the chat. Let's do this. Don't sell it. Wait for retest of 22. So I do actually think there could be a move right now on Bitcoin. Just a little relief move higher, and I think ultimately over the this is the short-term play. I think to the medium to short term, I think we will test $20,000. But guys, you know, at the end of the day, for me, when I look at this, I'm not really looking to take any trades here. I already am in position, and my position was to sell the prior high price when we got these deviations. And you guys, I literally am short from the top. I took 50% profit around here, and I left the rest. And guess what? It's looking fucking juicy. So I'm not looking to get into a position right now. I am already in my position short. I've sold in some altcoins as well. So I'm looking to reaccumulate and then basically look for when we get the next support. And if it was to come down to it, you know, I was looking to take a trade here, but the relief off 23 was so weak. You know, if you invert this, guys, look what it looks like. It's really, really simple. You know, if you saw, you know, a market come up to a prior resistance and do that and just, you know, hold support underneath the resistance zone, you know, what you're going to do? It's rocket ship. It's no different for when it's going down. So it was an exponentially lower high. It was a speeding up lower high, and it was a downtrend. So I was like, yeah, it's very likely going to break. We didn't even manage to retest the trend. And, you know, I said from the beginning, as you already know, that I thought that we were going to go lower. From if we get, I already took the short. If we get the lower high, like I said, we came down, we got the lower high off trend. And I said, if we come to $23,000 and we bounce off it and make another low high, I think it's it's a quick move to 21,700. And that's exactly what we got. I do surprise myself sometimes with my predictions, because it's harder said than done, leggies. Harder said than done. It's just been looking at charts for fucking years. MDZ. Can you show 8-hour and 12-hour stochastic RSI? Sure. You know, we do have our own oscillator here, which will show you the stochastic RSI divergences. We actually have that built into our own indicator suite. So, you know, it's not that necessary for me to look at it on the other charts. I've already got it built in. You can see these blue dots are bearish and bullish divergences on stochastic RSI. We actually got one here, I think. Let's have a look with this. Yeah, we actually had a beautiful bearish divergence here, which actually I do use as, you know, either it's similar to hidden bullish, bullish or what? Hidden bullish or bearish divergences. You know, I look at stochastic RSI as actually almost like continuation plays. But I'll have a look at on the 8-hour. You know, I'm not really a fan of these crazy time frames like 8 hours. I do look at the 12-hour. 12-hour is pretty good actually. I used to trade on the 12-hour quite a lot. Let me find for you stochastic RSI here as well. It should be in my favorites. Stochastic RSI. No, I missed it. I went for session volume, even though session volume is pretty. Where is it gone? Anyway, so stochastic RSI on the 12-hour, yeah. So we actually are very, very oversold. It's agreeing quite nicely with the MDX oscillator 5, oversold. And actually, you know, it wouldn't surprise me to see some sort of move up on this, because the 12-hour is pretty good. Actually, if you look back at the 12-hour stochastic RSI, you can see here pretty nicely. Generally speaking, you know, when you're getting to these oversold territories, you're getting some sort of relief off it. And that's what we built into this on the 4-hour as well. You can see here the differences between the MDX oscillators is using slightly different metrics, and it also gives you bullish and bearish divergences on other indicators as well. So you can see here that when we had this green dot here, very, very big. This actually was the beginning of this whole entire upward sloping channel. You can see it actually told you that the MACD histograms, the relative strength and momentum money flow index, they were all the bullish divergence. They had bullish divergence on all of those. So then you have more certainty, or you can put more probability that you will get something. And actually, it's very, very, very probable that you're going to get something with that amount of divergence on that many indicators. So it's agreeing with us pretty nicely on this time frame. Let's make this nice and easy for you to see. And you can see here that we are oversold. That's what the stochastic RSI on the 12-hour is saying as well. And you can see actually on the 4-hour, it probably won't be as good on the 4-hour. So you can see on the 4-hour, it's nowhere near as precise, I would say, as our indicator. You can see here that the MDX oscillator 5 on the 4-hour is much more precise and much more easy to visualize. This is the same indicator on the 4-hour. It's much more difficult, more noise. But the 12-hour on the stochastic RSI is actually pretty nice. That's almost in essence what we're getting on the 4-hour for us. And you can see here, guys, it wouldn't surprise me to get some sort of move up. You know, let me give you the verdict for the bulls and the bears on this specific scenario. My hunch, guys, is that we get something and then we fail. Okay, that's my hunch on this one. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of it a second, because I want to get rid of those two other indicators I've got. Let me just freshen this up a second. Stochastic RSI on the fucking... Yeah, there we go. So, to me, I do think we're ultimately going to trade 20,000. I think we're in no man's land right now. We're actually below 21.7. We've actually come down to this prior area of support here, which is actually, I would say, it's not surprising, because the measured move we've got on this specific formation from here to here is actually about exactly right. You know, you'd say the measured move on that is pretty much perfect. So, you know, that's all said and done. But I would say that we might get some sort of relief on this up to around... Okay, here's the scenario. If we come all the way up to 23, that's a very good case scenario. If we came all the way to 23, I don't think we get above 23. I think we come back down like that. I think it's a lower probability. I think either 21 or 22 would be where we get the next resistance, and we get a lower high, and then we come back down for 20. I will definitely be a buyer at 20. I'll actually take all the profit off my short at 20. I'm tempted already, but I'm going to leave a little bit on just for that potential flush. And when I mean potential flush, I mean coming down to, you know, 14s, 16s, breaking 17,000. You know, if the market wants to just continuously stack longs on Binance, I just cannot see the market going against these longs right as of now. It's really, really... And it doesn't mean that the market can't rally up to 23 and then the longs come off anyway, because people are trying to get out of their underwater trades. Long short ratio doesn't necessarily mean it has to go any lower, any faster. It just means that I can't see us going up very quickly if it's still there. You know, we've had a pretty good track record with the long short ratio, though. You know, if the market's getting too long, it just isn't going to go any higher. If you get to 80% long on the long to short ratio on Binance, it literally cannot go higher. I've never seen 80%. It just doesn't go any higher. It will either go flat and then crash, or just stop. It's not allowed. People aren't allowed to make money on Binance, all right? So this would be one scenario here. I think this is probably the most probable scenario, guys, just to be frank with you. And I would say, if we don't get any type of relief move now, I think it's a quick move to $20,000, some sort of bounce, some sort of flirt around 20K. And if we lose 20K, guys, I've told you from the beginning, I really don't think it's going to be very, very nice for Bitcoin. I think we'll go 17 and lower. I think we'll go lower than 17 if we break 20. I can't see us holding that up. You can probably see actually from right now, if you look at the node and check out where the actual volume's coming in at. But in terms of beneath us, it's not going to be great. There's actually nothing. Like, I need to zoom out a little bit, obviously, because I want a too close time frame. But if we really do zoom out on this and have a look at what is beneath this whole thing, the next big area we've got, if we go, okay, let's go from swing low, because let's be completely fair here. Okay, yeah, so I'm looking at 16, 13, and then 10,000. Those are the pockets coming in right there. There's nothing else really showing up, guys, there. Ultimately, I think it's probably going to be quite a quick move, guys. Let me just get rid of these two indicators because I actually need to rejolt that with the new ones, do the little settings. Let's put the oscillator 5 on there and have a look. It should be the new update now. Show me the update. Yeah, perfect. There we got the nice new one. So this is actually looking at we're on the 1 minute. It's actually on the 1 minute scale right now. So you can, what I like to have on the oscillator is have, different price charts in terms of different time frames, and then have this on lower time frames or higher time frames depending. But you can see here, guys, that there's not much coming down there. If we fucking lose 17, it's 16, and then who fucking knows, really? We haven't traded this region for so long. It's a little bit of guesswork, but I'd have to say that it's probably 16, 13, 10 are the levels to watch. And if we get that low anyway, I think it's going to cause a lot of panic, and I think there could be the last capitulation. Or maybe I think there's another word. Okay, I think despondency. I think it's capitulation and despondency, but I think despondency is actually after the capitulation, where you see, it's still, people are still worried, but it begins to fucking try and flip. So despondency would be the next we're looking at. But we're not there just yet. Let me go zoom back in on the daily, guys, on this for you, so you can actually see where the pockets are coming in. But nothing's actually changed on the daily scale for us, guys, on Bitcoin. You can see that it's still the prior area. The prior consolidation area is the main next resistance, and you can see we're kind of floating around where we're at now at 21,000, 21,700. That's exactly where I said I thought we were going to get some sort of stop. That is actually what we've got. And now we're waiting, legends. We are waiting to see what happens. And unfortunately for all of you permabulls out there, it doesn't look too good. I said it from the beginning. You guys already know that. But I would say that I think it's unlikely I think it's unlikely that this is the higher low right now because of the long to short ratio, the dealers, etc. You know what I'm talking about here. I've just been through it. But I think it's unlikely that this is the bottom, the higher low bottom, I'd say. This still could be the macro bottom. If we go to 20 and then we do this and then we're like, okay, then we're up to 20 again, then we try and break down, then we do something like that, then yeah, fine. This could be, low, higher, low, higher, low. There's nothing saying that can't happen. I just say right as of now, looking at this, I was like, it's the higher low bottom. The higher low bottom's in. I would just say I doubt that. I think it's probably more like 21 or 22 and then back down to 20K. I think it's quite likely we trade 20 at this point. And I'd actually say probably we don't get 20K on this retest if the market was short, but it's not. Everyone fucking is trying to long, so I just can't get through that block of longs. I can't do it. If tomorrow the long to short ratio flips and everyone gets licked at 20, then fine. If everyone stop losses at 20 and everybody gets licked, I'm fine. Then I say, okay, look, we're looking better. But having institutions that short. With the dealers and then having the fucking Binance all long, it's just a meme in itself. It's literally Bog is with the fucking dealers. Bog's the dealer. Bog is the main dealer. There's no one else. Actually, he's fucking dead now. But like, Bog is the dealer. He's dealing from fucking goddamn space heaven. He's in heaven, dealing that shit. Maybe Bog was always the dealers. But I just can't get away from that fact that the dealers are still short and retail are still long, and it's just like, fuck, I can't do it, guys. Guys, tell me in the chat, where are you watching from right now? Which country are you watching from? And also, legends, hit the like button and tell me. We need to get to 1,000 likes on this video. I'm going to do a massive giveaway, guys. We need to get 1,000 likes. The ghost of Bogdanov. The boast of Bogdanov. Yeah, I know. Bogdanov. Can never say his name. Let's have a look at the Bogdanov charts. All right, let me try and whip up this. I don't really want to. We'll just see what happens. Like, I don't know if it's going to work. But I think if we get rid of that on that side, we'll use this for now, okay? We'll use Twitter. Not Twitter, Telegram. I keep getting that wrong. We'll use Telegram for now so I can actually get the main chat up, okay? All right, let's have a look here. MDX Crypto, perfect. Let's get the main chat up. No, guys, don't do this. Come on. Why are you doing this? Obviously, I don't want it that fucking small. Bogdanov, bruv. Yeah, it looks better, doesn't it? Okay, yeah, guys, hit that like button. You know what to do. Let me move that across so you can see the views. We've got 322 people in here right now. Get that nice and perfect for my OCD. Perfect. But yeah, all the stuff are in here, guys. If you do want to get some easy content on crypto, completely for free, guys, come to MDX Crypto Official on Telegram. Deutschland, nice, man. Nigerian legend, let's go. Come on, guys, we need to get at least 300 likes. Otherwise, we need to get 1,000 likes. I want to do the giveaway. 1,000 likes for the giveaway, legends. Ow. I've got this weird thing in my mouth. It fucking hurts. Right. So, guys, let's have a look at some altcoins, because I do want to actually show you actually, that was another thing I was going to show you as well. So, we have this long-term trend line on the Itty Bitty Baby. And, guys, you can see very clearly that it's not broken yet. So, we haven't broken this trend line. This would be, I think this trend line here is as significant as the 20K trend line, which we had all those years ago. So when we had 20,014, this long-term trend line, when we actually broke it, and that was the last time to get in, was the retest of it. Almost got the retest. I think that's the same as this trend line. You know, I think what we'll probably get eventually is something like this, a break, find it as support, and then we're off to the races for the next episode, the next cycle. But guys, we're still beneath all exponential moving averages, Fibonacci numbers. You can actually see this is where the market really began to turn, and we're not above this prior trend line. So nothing bullish about this really, guys, as of right now, except that we could be coming towards the bottom. In terms of ETH, same trend line, hasn't broken yet. CRO has broken the trend line, coming out to retest. That's a good sign. Matic has broken it, coming back to retest it, good sign. So a lot of these alts have broken out these trend lines. This actually is a nice one, BNB. The BNB has managed to hold up a lot better than a lot of alts. It never really came. There is nothing really here, to be honest. But I actually remember this pump out of this. It was pretty insane. But I think BNB could see a little bit more. And then I think BNB is a good investment, though. I do think BNB can go a lot higher, actually. Ultra, I think it's great. You know what I think about Ultra. I think it's going to be one of the biggest projects, gaming projects in crypto and the world, actually. Sandbox is good. Still trying to get above that long-term trend line. No point umming and ahhing about TA on these charts. Just get into there. Linky has not managed to get above it. Dot, yep, it's done it. Solana, yes, just about. Adder, yes. Litecoin, no chance. Plu is a whole different thing. It's a micro cap. EOS, no way. XRP, no. Total cap. Here's have a look at total cap. That's actually a good chart to look at right now. Yeah, we're coming up to that 618. Actually, perfectly rejected on the 618 there. Actually, get rid of some of these fucking crazy horizontals we don't really need. I do think that's significant, actually. I would leave that horizontal on there. That is the prior deviation of that whole entire move there. This is coming in at the previous high, all-time high. So I do think that's significant as well. So you can get something along like that. That would be what is going on there. That is not the support. It would be about there. So that, no, dude. Yes, total 2. Yeah, so these are kind of the levels I'm looking at. There's not really any point in that. It's already been covered by the fibs. So I'd say that, yeah, this is a nice area to come back down to. You know, almost got the 786 retracement. This is coming down to the Corona lows. You could actually draw another extension on this Fibonacci from the previous swing low as well. And you can see you're going to get a nice little pocket here on each level. I'd say it's probably not actually that useful to have it on there, but generally speaking, altcoins, it's not too bad. You know, it gives me a little bit of doubt when I see here. You know, when I see what happened in its previous cycle, I know altcoins can bleed for way longer than people can imagine, actually. And, you know, this whole entire structure, it does bear in my mind, you know, because I know that we did come up and we had that big relief move, and I remember it just bled around for about a year, and actually it took a few years to get out of it. And to me, it does kind of give me that thought process that potentially this could have been that relief, and then we had that big swoop round. And that swoop round is going to be not fun for most people, because that will just bore everybody out of the market, you know, like that, maybe up again, and just and this is when the true despondency begins to play out. You know, when people are just like, how much longer can this go on for? And we've been so gifted in crypto for so long because the market cycles are growing in length. So it means that the bull markets are longer and the bear markets are longer. Generally, not always, but I would say that, you know, we've been so gifted with all this volatility for so long. You know, when are we going to get this again? And I do think Bitcoin, I've said from the beginning, I think Bitcoin's going to do it, and I think altcoins will do something similar. But, you know, Bitcoin potentially could do I said 3 to 6 months about a month ago, so we've probably got 5 more months of this crap just around here. I don't see us just springing back into a new bull market anytime soon. It's just going to be 3 to 6 months of just like dirty flat bullshit. Happy old days, eh? So if you just go into crypto, we've got 3 to 6 months of dirty old bullshit. Perfect, leggies. Good way to get into the markets, eh? But it's probably about that. It's about right, you know. Right, let's have a look at the oscillators on the higher time frames as well. Daily oscillator, let's have a look where we are. So yeah, you know, we've had this nice little touch of the overbought region. You know, we've had all these moves coming up in here. But we did have that nice cool down here, guys, from the lows all the way back up. Bearish divergences. But this is the general barometer of the market momentum. And at the moment, guys, you can see that it is looking like we are going to come down a bit lower. We actually are going to take over in terms of sell volume. So you see this red and green area. What that's actually showing you is it's showing you how, okay, it just takes all of the volume in every day and says how much of the volume is negative and how much of the volume is positive. Well, I don't like using that term, to me. It's not negative or positive. How many buyers and how many sellers are there? Basically, okay, simple as that, guys. We got 350 people in here. We need to get 1,000 likes. I might take it down to 500 if you all like it right now. If you all like the stream right now, if we get 500 likes, I will be giving away a massive fucking deal in a second. Okay. Let's talk to the crypto legends here. Yes, legends. So what have we got here? Dump it, you know, dump it. Dumperuniente. So that's pretty much the majority of the TA I can do for you right now, guys. It is just flushed down. We got this stop, and now it is time to sit and wait. And I think the most probable scenario for me, like I just told you in this whole video, would be some sort of relief off these lows here, and I think it's some sort of lower high, continuing this down. I think actually ultimately we will trade 20k, and then I'll be back on stream talking about 20k because I will look to buy 20k. That will be my next area to buy, and I will take all of my profit from my short. I am short for about 24,800, so I will take all of my profit from my short here, and that would be more money to give away, etc. And I think you know, this is kind of we just got, like, really, I've said it from the beginning, guys. I've said it from the beginning. I thought we were going to come here. Anyway, that's what my hunch lay. 20k is the next level for the bulls to hold. Is the line in the sand for me. If we lose 20, I think we go significantly lower. And we'll just have to see how we get there. If we go to 20 like this, it's better. If we go like that, it's not as good. Okay? So that's how we're going to really think about the market as of now. Bitcoin's probably lost a little bit of its space. So we're down one place on infinite market cap. Bitcoin is now 16. Below Nvidia, we're at 60, the 16th biggest market cap by market capitalization in the world. It's the 16th biggest market by market capitalization in the world. That's how I should say it, so you know what I'm saying here. Wait, they got night mode? Shit! God, that's so much nicer on your eyes. Why is Bitcoin in white and everything else not in white? Is this because this website is made for Bitcoin? Okay, fair play. Well, Bitcoin's popping out. I would quite like to see the other assets as well, guys. Flippinings, no compare. Guys, infinite market cap, why? Why are you doing this, sir? Anyway, we got a new OG legend. Russ, you're a legend, man. OG legend. My recent video says why we go to 22 and then 22.3. Nice bit of advertising. Crypto Ryan, good man. You know, you got some nice advertising there, right there for £1.79. Good lad. So welcome, OG Legende, my friend Russ Gardner. I think actually we saw something from you. Didn't you say, who's Russ, mate? Didn't you say something about Russ? He joined the legend. Oh, but didn't Russ do something else on Twitter? Oh, he did do something sick. Can't remember. Yeah, good man, Russ. We know you, bro. Someone from MDX Algo is telling me something about you. Where's Nicholas at? Yo, Nicholas in the building. Yo, man. OG Legendes. Fuck yeah, brother. Join the crew. Join the crew. Guys, we got to get to at least 500 likes for me to do the big giveaway. Dealers may get wrecked. ETH BTC falling. ETH BTC. Dealers are long on ETH, apparently. Let's have a look on ETH, baby. Because they do have the ETH charts. Cryptocurrency, indices, Ethereum. Let's have a look at the dealers. So the dealers aren't long. No, they're not long on... the asset managers are going to be long. So let's make this very clear, guys, what you're looking at here. Asset managers are institutions or entities that use the CME. So money management firms, hedge funds, family offices, endowments. No, not actually, not at all. That will probably come, though, maybe in the future. But the dealers... are the institutional grade traders who work at the CME. So these guys are here to actually look at the books, look at who's trading on their exchange, and take bets accordingly. And usually their bets are the opposite to the people who use their exchange, the institutions who use their exchange. So it's not the dealers are actually not long on they're not long on Ethereum. Actually, they are net neutral to long to shorts with spread. And spread basically means that they're diversifying between the two. So actually they're long and short. And I think what we're looking at here is they're probably going to wait for this next correction and just see how the merger announcement goes. See what happens to the merger announcement and be hedged on all bets. And then probably just basically just level down or scale down one side of their exposure, depending on whichever way the market goes. So I think that's just probably what they're doing there. And then asset managers. Remember, guys, asset managers are long, but asset managers are usually wrong. Asset managers have been short the whole time on ETH, and then they've actually longed ETH on Friday. So yesterday, 2 days ago. Yeah, actually yesterday. So they're long on ETH and this went down. So everyone's like, oh yeah, but institutional hedge funds must know it all. Hedge funds know everything. If you look at the data, guys, if you look at the back-tested information, the metrics on these guys, they're all fucking bullshitting. Okay, they're all liars. They're all bullshitters. They don't make that much money. They don't usually beat the market in general, just from what the gains are, just flat. And a family office, whatever. Fuck you, man. Like, go on Reddit. There's millions of people in Reddit groups now. Oh, sick. Oh yes, Harry. If you think about it, guys, like, a hedge fund has to have employees, an infrastructure. They have only maximum they're going to have 150 people. If you really think about it, if you have a Reddit group with 1 million people in it, I know it's difficult for the content to rise to the top, but if you have 150 people in a hedge fund, you're definitely going to have more than 150 people smarter in a 1 million people Discord group than 150 people in a hedge fund. Do you know what I'm saying? 1 million people. There's going to be 150 fucking people in that Reddit group who are fucking smarter than a hedge fund overall. And if you have even more than that, 10 million people in a Reddit group, you can't beat that right now. Anyway, Happy Cat Disco, welcome, G. Welcome, OG Legende. Join the club. You know what to do. You now get the emojis, so you can do the hodl emoji of Leonardo DiCaprio or Jordan Belfort fucking going, hodl motherfuckers! But yeah, welcome to the channel, guys. Yeah, Pete no stop. There he is. MDX algo for life. Exactly, legends. MDX algos. MDX out. The only thing really pumping right now is MDX algo. The amount of people coming into this platform, using our tools, using our indicator, the trading group, the automated trading bot. I think we're going to cross about 200 people already. It's only been live for the best part of 2 weeks. I've actually spoken to Bybit and said, can you make it so we can increase the amount of people we can have and also increase the amount of money? Because right now, okay, MDX algo on Bybit, we're a principal trader. A principal trader means that we've had to prove that we can be at least 75% profitable in the long term, okay? So it's very, very rare you can get it. We're back tested, so we can show them all the results. It's easy to get it. And if you go to automation and then you click on, start copy trading, anyone can do this, guys. Any of you guys can do this. And if you don't already have a Bybit account, what we'd recommend doing is actually, if you have a Bybit account already, I would say get a brand new Bybit account for this, okay? Because you can get a free bonus. So go to the description below, guys. Scrap the account you've already got and then use this link in the description, guys. You'll actually get a big bonus in dollars when you sign up. And if you use this specific link and then use those funds, you can actually top up the automated trading bot from within the portal and also Bybit. You can actually top it up with the money and then use the trading bot we have. And a lot of people have been saying to me recently, like, but there are other trading bots which are, or other traders which are more profitable on Bybit. And this is what I'm going to say to this right now. It's going to be really important. There might be people who can trade really, really well for 3 months. There might be people who can trade really well for 3 days. Might be able to make 100% or 200% or 300% in a few days. But the problem is that if you're relying on a person for starters, people have to have drawdowns. You can't be successful and win forever. Also, a lot of the strategies which are built into that will be scalp trading, low time frame scalp trading strategies, which will not last forever either. They have to be constantly updated. I've spoken about this before. Potentially have some machine learning in there to keep it profitable. Our strategy, guys, you can leave your Bitcoin in this freaking trading bot on Bybit, and it's pretty much, obviously we can never say 100%, but over the medium to long term, it is pretty much impossible for you to lose money. Because we've got a 2-year back-tested fucking strategy here. It literally says in front of you, if you had to put $10,000 into Bitcoin on the 1st of January, 2020, you'd have $82,000 right now. That's increasing your Bitcoin stack, okay? And $19,000 if you didn't use it. And that's 2 years of back-tested. There's no, I would think it's very, very rare you'd have any fucking automated strategies on Bybit which are back-tested for 2 years. Very, very unlikely. And if they were, they're probably going to be making the same types of gains. Okay, so that's all I can say about that. Be careful with this schism and nizza. We having issues, are we? Maybe, yeah. Guys, how is the quality of the stream right now? Is it okay? Is the quality of the stream okay? People saying it's cutting out. How's the quality of the stream, guys? And also, guys, within mdxalgo.com, you can also get the algorithms. Obviously, you can come and set up these actual algorithmic indicators from within the portal, and you can see, they look like this, guys, on the 4 hour. That's what I'm trying to say. They look like this on the 4 hour. We have some big updates actually coming over the next couple of days. You guys are gonna fucking love these new updates. And you can get 7 days completely for free to use the indicators and use the trading bot and everything else you get within our suite of services. Now it's glitching. Right, if it's glitching, I have to turn down the bit rate a bit because obviously it's just fucking not working. Oh no. I'm going to have to wrap it up, I think, if it's going to start glitching out on us, legends. You're glitching. Quality is spotty. Alright, guys, I'm going to love you and leave you off on that horrible, dark ending. Fuck the internet here. We actually spend so much on this, and why the hell is it not working? Guys, I love you all. Hit the like button on the way out. I'll see you on the flippers. Here we literally go. I'm not fucking